everyone, it's Amber, the Neurospicy Equestrian, and I'm here today with a video to demonstrate how you use your body to stop your horse. Now, I like doing it this way because it is a very subtle, soft approach, and that's the way that I like to ride my horses. Very soft, very gentle, very calming. And so I'm going to show two videos. The first one will be on a horse that we have worked with, so she understands what the cues are. And the second video is on a horse that does not know how to do this, so you can kind of see the progression of how horses will learn this technique. Now, this type of stopping is specific for the Western discipline. So you can do this in an English saddle, but it'll look a little weird. Now, there's 4 main steps. The first one is to take a big, deep breath in. Almost all of my videos when you're working with horses is going to start with breathing. So take a big, deep breath in, and then you're going to exhale. And as you exhale, sit back in your seat and kind of let the horse feel like you're sitting down. And then as you sit, push your feet forward. And you can exaggerate this to start, but once your horse starts learning the signs, they're going to respond to the more subtle cues. Now, if you do the steps 1 through 3 and they don't stop, that's when you slowly start to pull back on your reins. Now, at no time do you ever yank on your horse's mouth when you're trying to stop them. So, I hope these videos help you out and enjoy. All right, now going back to how to get your horse to stop, I kind of described all the step processes, but I want to show you what it looks like when you're actually on the horse and what it looks like when the horse knows how to stop properly. So again, our steps are going to be, we're going to take a big deep breath in, and as we exhale, we really want to think about sitting deep in our seat, and we want to kind of slightly push our feet forward, all as we're exhaling. And this will really communicate to the horse to stop. And the more that you do this, the more subtle your commands can be, and they're going to pick up on it. So we're going to take Kiki, and this is what it should look like. We'll start off at a walk. And when I'm ready, I'm going to take a big deep breath in, and then as I exhale, I'm going to push my feet forward. I'm going to sit in my seat, and if I need to, I'm just going to close the pressure on my hands. So as you can see, it's very subtle, and even when you go into a trot, it's going to look the exact same. So I hope that that will help, and my next video will be on how to work on a horse that doesn't understand these cues and how you can train them to stop this way. All right, now I want you guys to see what it looks like on a horse that doesn't really know how to stop using the rider's body. So we have Mav here. How old is he?
He will be 6.
All right, so he's a relatively young horse, and if you could go ahead and stop him for me. So as you can see, she kind of pulled back a little bit. She kind of shifted her feet forward a bit. All right, let's go ahead and ask him to jog out. And let's ask him to, you know what? You can go ahead and ask him to stop. Awesome. All right, now we've been working on this for about close to 20 minutes. And I kind of want you to see what progress he's making. He's doing some stops amazingly well, and others he's still struggling a little bit. And honestly, that's okay, because each time he does stop, which is our goal. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and ask. That was beautiful. She hardly used her reins, and that's awesome. Now, one of the things that you will hear me talk about a lot as we move forward is an ask, tell, make idea. We're going to ask our horses to do something. If they don't do it, we're going to tell our horses to do something. And if they still don't, we're going to make them do it. But you always want to ask first. So it's like when somebody comes up and says, hey, can you do this for me, please? Versus, hey, I need you to do this. And then I need you to do this right now. It's the same kind of concept. We're asking, and if he doesn't, she's going to start closing up her hands. That's telling. And if he still doesn't listen, she's going to pull back, and that's going to make him. So regardless, he stops, we're good, but we always want to try the ask first, and we want our horses to get used to us asking, not making. So let's give him one more little round and then we'll see how he does. And if he stops, great. We're going to stop because we don't want to overload his brain. We don't want to push too much. We're just going to go ahead and let him have a good stop that we've asked for, and then he gets his break, which is what he wants. All right, that wasn't the greatest, so we'll go ahead and do one more. Now the rider and I was talking while we were practicing this, and this is going to be hard for a lot of people because we don't like to sit still. A lot of us also want instant gratification. We're so used to having things done instantly at our fingertips that when we get out to the barn, we expect that same thing. But remember, horses are very sweet, but they're not always bright bulbs, and they're not going to pick it up instantly. So please never have that expectation for your horse. All right, let's see how he does. Oh, that was nice. All right, now because he stopped well, we're going to stop there as the reward. So good job, Mav. All right, well, I hope that video really clarified some things and can help you out. And please stay tuned for the next video that will be released in the next couple of days. And in the meantime, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful evening.